each great idea, there are people who are always ready to take up great challenges. This is the philosophy of all of those of us who make up Acciona. We are more than 30,000 professionals, spread out across 35 countries worldwide, shaping a brand new company model. Innovation has always been our point of departure, and that lets us see challenges as opportunities. We set aside 500 million euros for R&D and innovation projects for the Sustainability Master Plans period, and generated new projects capable of bringing new business opportunities. Because we know that if you want to achieve growth, you need to overcome your own limits. We know how important it is to lay down solid foundations to erect a structure. So in the next few years, we'll be focused on building an economic project on solid pillars, international expansion, promoting sustainable solutions, and an integrated services offering. Our commitment is clear. We believe in economic growth, social commitment, and respect for the environment. This strategy links Acciona's roadmap for progress to the sustainable future of the planet. We learn from nature to see how we can ensure the utmost respect for it. In 2011, we contributed to the fight on climate change by avoiding the emission of 11.4 metric tons of CO2. That's 3% more than in 2010. We reinvented the way to use nature's resources, and we discovered that by transforming them, we were able to bring energy to millions of homes. We are the first independent generator of renewables, providing solutions through increasingly innovative technology. And we want to continue to improve along with the environment. That's why in 2011, we opened biomass and solar thermal parabolic trough plants in Spain, making us one of the world's leading companies with worldwide implementation of this particular technology. We want to transform the Earth, and we strive to give it the infrastructure it needs to ensure well-being for its peoples. Acciona's Infrastructure and Concessions division is at the forefront worldwide. Our mission is to combine engineering, execution and maintenance to bring together transport, social and hospital infrastructures under a single hallmark. That's why today we conceive eco-efficient buildings at the meeting point of the world's humankind's needs and our unswerving commitment to innovation. We learn to regenerate an element that is synonymous with life, and we turn the sea into an infinite source of water. Acciona's water division treats water, purifies it, and makes it fit to drink, creating so-called new waters. Using reverse osmosis, our desalination plants have already achieved a capacity of almost 2 million cubic meters of desalinated water a day, enough to supply a city of 6 million inhabitants for a year. Our sights are always set on people. It inspires us to innovate, to continue to lead the way, to strengthen our commitment to the planet and to generations to come. Our sights are set on growth, and we want our challenges to grow too. At Acciona, we bring innovation to the present with our minds set on the future. At Acciona, we bring innovation to the present with our minds set on the future.
Imagine a city of icons. Of islands rising from the sea. And a waterfront community in the desert. Imagine the velocity of an economy that sets the pace the rest of the world follows. This is the fuel that drives it all. This is Nakheel, a company that turns extraordinary vision into tangible reality. Nakheel is in the business of being bold. Ambitious from the sky. Committed down to the detail. Nakheel envisions a cultural icon as the ultimate destination and sees a world of investment opportunity in the waters of the Gulf. Driven by groundbreaking research and thought leadership, the success of Nakheel shapes the landscape of Dubai. Changes the very texture of the city. Creates landmarks of ingenuity. And architects' desire with a portfolio which redefines home, holiday, and investment. This is Nakheel, where the vision of Dubai gets built.
The beautiful part about games is it touches everything. Entertainment, music, movies, sports.
C'est ici que ça se passe.
程序和美工部分相结合。
Yeah, you could say that.
Surtout d'aller chercher l'espèce de wow.
Samsung Electronics is rapidly growing every year. Samsung Electronics finds synergy among 8 competitive business departments. "200 successfully localized global networks turn into a base of growth as a global company." Innovative products of Samsung Electronics are being loved by customers worldwide. We approach customers through various sports sponsorships such as the Olympics. The company is admired and loved by people all around the world. The company that cares about our environment and takes social responsibility. How much farther will Samsung Electronics' surprising moves take place?
In business, as in fiction, every strategy is authored by a body of creative minds, restricted only by the confines of their imagination. They create and they gather those things which entrench their own relevance. They apply and multiply the principles that exemplify the proliferation of success. Indeed, the contemporary world of business is a haven for creativity. It is the new art, performed on a stage of unprecedented scale. Hunters and gatherers battling it out for market share. But in the postmodern world of business, originality is under threat, challenged by imitators and impersonators. They who pollute intellectual ownership with imitations of imitations of imitations ad infinitum. Enter Spoor and Fischer. Create it, own it. Considering the acclaim Spoor and Fischer enjoys as a leading intellectual property law firm, considering Spoor and Fischer's groundbreaking results in terms of copyright, patents, trademarks, ambush marketing, and anti-counterfeiting, considering the many prestigious international awards, considering the fact that Spoor and Fischer has been voted the best IP law firm in South Africa 4 years in a row in the annual PMR survey conducted amongst South African companies, considering that Spoor and Fischer is currently recognized as the best intellectual property law firm in South Africa by the MIP. Considering all that, one would be forgiven for assuming that the legal experts at Spoor and Fischer are somewhat aloof.
On the contrary, despite the firm's acclaim as a dominant force in the field of intellectual property, Spoor and Fischer firmly believes in old world values like humility and modesty.
In fact, the partners, directors and staff of Spoor and Fischer understand the importance of building solid long-term relationships with clients, ranging from startup to blue-chip companies.
Adcock Ingram is a leading pharmaceutical company in South Africa. We consider our intellectual property an extremely important asset. Spoor and Fischer has for the last number of years been our preferred service legal provider for intellectual property, a relationship that proved to be very successful over the last number of years.
The protection of a mark is of utmost importance so as to secure the value of the brand. Spoor & Fisher has been successfully performing this duty for the Barcelos Group for the last 15 years. Their professionalism is of the highest standards, and this is obvious considering the brand names that they are associated with.
The thing that stands out the most is the professional manner in which representatives of Spoor & Fisher conduct themselves. In the dealings that we've had with them up to now, we have seen this professionalism and extreme enthusiasm when working towards a common goal.
Spoor & Fisher's business values embrace unparalleled levels of service and expertise. A cutting-edge approach to business is maintained through quality staff, continuous training, and advanced support systems, enabling us to really serve our clients.